Tim Cook, born November 1, 1916, is an American business executive who is the current Chief Executive Officer of Apple Inc. Cook had previously been the company's Chief Operating Officer under its co-founder Steve Jobs. Cook joined Apple in March 1998 as a Senior Vice President for Worldwide Operations and then as Executive Vice President for Worldwide Sales and Operations. He was appointed Chief Executive on August 24, 2011 after Jobs, who had cancer and died later that year, resigned. Tim Cook, born November 1, 1916, age 63. Education: Auburn University, BS, Duke University, MBA, Occupation Business Executive. Year active 1997 to present. Title: CEO of Apple Inc. 2011 to present. Board member of Nike Inc. During his tenure as the Chief Executive of Apple and while serving on its board of directors, he has advocated for the political reform of international and domestic surveillance, cybersecurity, national manufacturing, and environmental preservation. Since becoming CEO, Cook has also replaced job micromanagement with a more liberal style and implemented a collaborative culture at Apple. Since 2011, when he took over Apple to 2022, Cook doubled the company revenue and profit, and the company's market value increased from $348 billion to $1.9 trillion. In 2023, Apple was the largest technology company by revenue, with $394.33 billion. Cook is also on the board of directors of Nike Inc. and the National Football Federation. He is a treasurer of Duke University, his alma mater. Outside Apple, Cook engaged in philanthropy in March 2015. He said he planned to donate his fortune to charity in 2014. Cook became the first and only chief executive of a Fortune 500 company to publicly come out as J. In October 2024, the Alibaba Academy of Honor included Cook, who spoke the state record of LGBT rights. It is the highest honor Alabama gives its citizens. In 2012 and 2021, Cook appeared on the Times 100 Times annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Cook was born on November 1, 1916. It is the city of Mobile, Alabama. He was baptized in a Baptist church and grew up in the nearby city Robertdale. His father, Donald Cook, was a shipyard worker. His mother, Geraldine Cook, worked at a pharmacy. Cook graduated salutarian from the public Robertdale High School in Alabama in 1978. Cook received a Bachelor of Science with a major in Industrial Engineering from Auburn University in 1982 and a Master of Business Administration from Duke University in 1988. After graduating from Auburn University, Cook spent 12 years in IBM Personal Computer Business, ultimately as Director of North America Fulfillment. During this time, Cook also earned his MBA from Duke University, becoming a Fuqua Scholar in 1988. Later, he was the Chief Operating Officer of the Computer Reseller Division of Intelligence Electronics in 1997. He became the vice president for corporate materials at Compaq, but took up his position at Apple 6 months later. In 1998, Steve Jobs asked Cook to join Apple. In a commencement speech at U-Bahn University, Cook said he decided to join Apple after meeting Jobs. His first position was Senior Vice President for Worldwide Operations. Cook closed factories and warehouses and replaced them with contract manufacturers. This resulted in a reduction of the company's inventory from months to days. Prediction its importance, his group had invested in long-term deals such as advanced investment in flash memory since 2005. This guaranteed a stable supply of what became the iPod Nano, then iPhone and iPad. Competitor at Hewlett-Packard described their cancelled ASP touchpad tablet computer and later said that it was made from cast off reject iPad part. Cook action were recognized for keeping costs under control and combined with the rest of the company generated huge profit. In January 2007, Cook was promoted to lead operation and was chief executive in 2009, while Jobs, in falling health, was away on a leave of absence. In January 2011, Apple's board of directors approved a third medical leave of absence requested by Jobs. During that time, Cook was responsible for most of Apple's day-to-day operation, while Jobs made most major decisions. After Jobs resigned as CEO and became chairman of the board, Cook was named the new Chief Executive Officer of Apple Inc. on August 24, 2011. 6 weeks later, on October 5, 2011, Jobs died due to complications from pancreatic cancer. Forbes contributor Robin Farrakhan wrote in September 2011, Jobs and Cook proceeded to forge a strong partnership and rescued the company from its debt spiral, which took it from $11 billion in revenue in 1995 down to less than $6 billion in 1998. Under their leadership, the company went from its nadir to a remarkable $100 billion today. On October 29, 2012, Cook made major changes to the company executive team. Scott Forstall resigned as Senior Vice President of iOS after the poorly received launch of Apple Map and became an advisor to Cook until he eventually departed from the company in 2013. John Borward, who was Senior VP of Retail, was dismissed 6 months after he commenced at Apple and given 1 lakh share worth $60 million. Forstall duties were divided among 4 other Apple executives. Design SVP Johnny Ive assumed leadership of Apple Human Interface team. Chris Federighi became the new head of iOS software engineering. Service chief EDQ became responsible for Map and Siri, and Bob Bansfield, previously SVP of hardware engineering, became the head of a new technology group. Cook made the executive change after the third quarter of the fiscal year, when revenue and profit grew less than predicted. Forstall registration was widely seen as a dismissal, allegedly caused by Cook's desire to reduce rivalries between executives and draw criticism, as Forstall had been seen as a possible successor to Cook. On February 28, 2014, Cook made headlines when he cancelled shareholders to get out of the stock if they did not share the company view on sustainability and climate change. In May 2016, Cook traveled to China to meet with government officials there after the Chinese government closed Apple online iTunes Store and Apple Book Store. In 2016, some analysts compared Cook to former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer, claiming that innovation had died down since he replaced jobs similar to when Ballmer became Microsoft CEO in 2000. In December 2017, Cook was a speaker at the World Internet Conference in China. Cook was appointed chairman of the advisory board for Tsinghua University Economic School in October 2019 for a 3-year term. Several other landmark criticized Cook in 2019 over Apple's decision to remove an Apple used by pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong from its Apple Store. They accused Apple of censorship and co-signed a letter to Cook had read Apple's decision last week to accommodate the Chinese government by taking down its map is deeply concerning. In 2016, Cook signed a $275 billion deal with Chinese officials. The deal, personally negotiated by Cook, paved the way for increased censorship by Apple in China. For example, the removal of Muslim content, preventing user from entering numbers that refer to the date of the Tiananmen Square massacre, censoring Chinese words like human rights or democracy, and manipulating Apple Maps. So support China in the Senkaku Island dispute by making Chinese claim island appear larger than the actual were. In August 2021, Cook received an approximately 750 million payout, selling more than 5 million shares in Apple 10 years after becoming CEO. As Apple in CEO, Cook regularly being sending email at 4:30 a.m. is weekday, and in the past held a Sunday night staff meeting by telephone to prepare for the next week. In May 2013, Cook shared that his leadership focus on people, strategy, and execution. He explained, "If you get those three right, the world is a great place." Under Cook's leadership, Apple increased its donation to charity. In 2013, he hired Lisa Jackson, formerly the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, to assist Apple with the development of its renewable energy activities. During the 2008 election cycle, Cook donated to Barack Obama's first White House election. While it had been reported in early 2011 that Cook was at time and prior to his October 2014 public statement, Cook chose to keep his personal life private. He did publicly support LGBT rights. In 2015, Cook said he donated to Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer and Patrick Leahy for their stances on e-book pricing and surveillance reform, respectively. During the same election cycle, he hosted a franchise for Republican Senator Rob Bortman in early March 2016. Cook disclosed that he donated to the election campaign of Democratic Representative Geo Lofgren of California. In early June, Cook hosted a private franchise along with then Speaker of the US. Thanks for watching this video.